You're standing in the wreckage of what was once your life. The echoes of a slammed door still ring in your ears. Your heart, a shattered mess on the floor. You're wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. But what if I told you that this moment, right here, this soul-crushing pain you're feeling, is actually the first step towards becoming the strongest version of yourself you've ever known? Welcome to the Stoic's Guide to Turning Heartbreak into your greatest comeback story. Imagine a life where goodbyes don't break you, but make you stronger, where every ending is just a new beginning in disguise. This isn't some far-fetched dream. It's a reality that Stoicism can help you achieve. In the next few minutes, we'll dive deep into the Stoic perspective on separation, unraveling its secrets and uncovering the hidden opportunities it presents. If you find value in this exploration of Stoic principles, don't forget to leave a comment and hit that like button. The Stoic perspective on separation. Picture this. You're standing on a beach, watching as the waves crash and recede. Each wave brings something new to the shore, only to take it away moments later. This ebb and flow, this constant change. That's how Stoics view separation. It's not a catastrophe, but a natural part of life's rhythm. In the Stoic worldview, separation isn't just about physical distance or the end of relationships. It's a broader concept that encompasses any change or loss we experience, whether it's saying goodbye to a loved one, leaving a job, or moving to a new city. Stoicism teaches us to see these separations as neither good nor bad, but simply as neutral events that we can learn from and grow through. The ancient Stoics understood a fundamental truth. Everything in this world is temporary. Your favorite coffee mug, your car, your job, even your relationships. None of these are permanent fixtures in your life. By accepting the impermanence of all things, we free ourselves from the crushing weight of attachment. This doesn't mean we can't enjoy what we have. Rather, it means we can appreciate it fully, knowing that its presence in our lives is a gift, not a guarantee. This too shall pass. The transient nature of emotions. Imagine you're on a roller coaster. The descent feels like it'll never end. Your stomach's in knots and your heart's racing. But then, just like that, you're climbing again. Emotions work the same way. That gut-wrenching sadness you feel after a separation. It's just another ride, and it will end. Stoicism teaches us to recognize the fleeting nature of our feelings, even the most intense ones. So how do we put this into practice? Start by becoming an observer of your emotions. When sadness hits, don't fight it. Instead, acknowledge its presence. Ah, there's sadness, you might think. Watch it like you'd watch clouds passing in the sky. This technique, often called emotional distancing, allows you to experience your feelings without being consumed by them. It's like watching a storm from inside a cozy cabin. You're aware of its power, but you're not getting drenched. By regularly practicing this emotional observation, you'll start to build what Stoics call emotional resilience. It's like strengthening a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger you become. Over time, you'll find that separations and other challenging life events don't knock you down as hard or for as long. You'll bounce back faster, armed with the knowledge that no emotion, no matter how intense, lasts forever. Reframing separation as an opportunity. Let's play a game of what if. What if every separation wasn't an ending, but a beginning? What if it wasn't a loss, but a gain? This isn't just positive thinking, it's a fundamental shift in perspective that Stoicism encourages. When we separate from someone or something, we create space. And in that space lies infinite potential. Maybe it's the chance to rediscover an old passion, or the freedom to explore a new one. Perhaps it's the opportunity to strengthen other relationships that you've neglected, or it could be the push you needed to finally take that leap of faith you've been hesitating on. Adversity, in all its forms, is life's greatest teacher. And separation. It's the valedictorian of the adversity class. It forces us to confront our fears, challenges our assumptions, and pushes us beyond our comfort zones. In the crucible of separation, we forge stronger versions of ourselves. We learn self-reliance, develop emotional intelligence, and cultivate resilience. These aren't just fancy words, they're practical skills that will serve you in every aspect of your life. The person who emerges from a separation is often wiser, stronger, and more self-aware than the one who entered it. Here's a mind-bending thought. Separation can actually help you discover new aspects of yourself. When we're in close relationships or familiar situations, we often define ourselves in relation to others or our circumstances. But when those external factors change, we're forced to look inward. Who are you when you're not someone's partner, employee, or neighbor? What passions have you suppressed? What dreams have you put on hold? Separation creates a blank canvas, giving you the chance to rediscover and reinvent yourself. It's not just about finding a new normal. It's about creating a new, improved version of you. The Art of Letting Go, a Stoic's Guide. Picture yourself clutching a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. Letting go in life works the same way. The Stoics understood this paradox. To truly possess something, we must be willing to release it. This doesn't mean becoming cold or detached. Instead, it's about accepting that some things are beyond our control. We can't control if someone leaves, if a job ends, or if circumstances change. But we can control our response to these events. By loosening our grip on what we can't control, we free up energy to focus on what we can. One powerful Stoic technique for letting go is to focus on the present moment. When we're caught up in the pain of separation, we're often living in the past, reminiscing about what was, or the future, worrying about what will be. But the present is where our power lies. Try this. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by thoughts of separation, bring your attention to your breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Notice the sensations in your feet as they touch the ground. This simple practice can anchor you in the now, helping you let go of what's no longer here. Want some practical exercises for letting go? Try the Stoic practice of negative visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your life without something or someone you value. This isn't meant to be depressing, but to cultivate gratitude and reduce attachment. Another powerful technique is writing a farewell letter, not to send, but to express and release your emotions. Pour out your thoughts and feelings, then symbolically let them go by burning or burying the letter. Remember, letting go is a skill. Like any skill, it gets easier with practice. Strengthening bonds through absence. Ever heard the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? There's a kernel of Stoic wisdom in this cliché. Paradoxically, separation can sometimes bring us closer to others. When we're constantly in someone's presence, it's easy to take them for granted. But distance, it has a way of sharpening our appreciation. Think about it. When you're apart from someone you care about, don't you find yourself noticing all the little things you miss? That inside joke, the way they laugh, even their annoying habits. Absence can make these details more vivid and cherished. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate gratitude, and separation provides a unique opportunity to do just that. When we're separated from someone or something, we're forced to reflect on the value they brought to our lives. It's like stepping back from a painting. Suddenly, you can see the whole picture more clearly. Try this. Each day, think of one specific moment or quality you're grateful for about the person or situation you're separated from. This practice not only eases the pain of separation, but also deepens your appreciation for what you've experienced. Here's a mind bender. Separation can actually lead to stronger connections. How? By giving us the space to grow individually. When we come back together after a period of separation, we bring new experiences, perspectives, and growth to the relationship. It's like two trees that have grown separately, now intertwining their stronger branches. This doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. It's true for friendships, family bonds, and even our connection to places or communities. The key is to use the time apart as an opportunity for personal growth, so you have more to offer when you reconnect. Stoic wisdom for navigating loneliness. Let's flip the script on loneliness. What if, instead of viewing it as a punishment, we saw it as an opportunity? The Stoics didn't run from solitude, they embraced it. They understood that moments of aloneness are chances for deep self-reflection and growth. Next time you feel that pang of loneliness, try this. Instead of reaching for your phone or turning on the TV, sit with the feeling, explore it. You might just discover that what you thought was loneliness is actually a gateway to self-discovery. The Stoics were big on self-sufficiency, and for good reason. When you can find contentment within yourself, you're never truly alone. This doesn't mean you don't need people. We're social creatures after all. But it does mean that your happiness isn't dependent on others. Start by cultivating your own interests and passions. Learn a new skill, dive into a hobby, or explore ideas that fascinate you. The more you develop your inner world, the more you'll enjoy your own company. Here's a paradox for you. Sometimes, the best way to combat loneliness is to focus on others. The Stoics believed in our duty to humanity as a whole. So why not use your alone time to think about how you can contribute to your community? Volunteer, reach out to someone who might be struggling, or work on a project that benefits others. By connecting with the wider human community, you'll find that your personal loneliness starts to fade into the background. The Phoenix Principle, rising from the ashes of separation. Picture a phoenix, that mythical bird that bursts into flames only to rise anew from its own ashes. That's you after a separation. It might feel like your world is burning down, but remember, fire doesn't just destroy, it purifies and makes way for new growth. Stoicism teaches us to embrace this cycle of renewal. Every ending is a new beginning in disguise. So, how do you tap into your inner phoenix? Start by acknowledging that this separation, painful as it may be, is an opportunity for transformation. What parts of yourself have been dormant, waiting for the chance to emerge? What dreams or goals can you now pursue with renewed focus? Here's where it gets exciting. You get to create a new narrative for your life. The old story, the one defined by the person, job, or situation you've separated from, that's done. But the pen is in your hand now. What story do you want to write? Maybe it's time to be the protagonist you've always admired in others. Perhaps this is your chance to embark on that adventure you've been putting off. Remember, Stoicism isn't about passively accepting fate. It's about actively shaping your response to it. So, take charge of your story. Make it one of growth, resilience, and triumph. After all, the most inspiring tales are often born from the ashes of adversity. I hope you found value in our Stoic journey through separation. If you made it this far, type Phoenix in the comments. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay stoic.